For this brief moment, it is the quiet before the storm. If you want to hear some silence here, this is going to be your only shot today because we are about to commence with a unique event in all sports. Definitely an iconic American sporting event and air racing like you will find it nowhere else in the world. The 2018 STIHL National Championship Air Races, Reno Stead Airport. We have had a fantastic week. We've had 4 days of racing already, all the way through 6 classes, 6 very unique, different, and beloved classes for everyone who's interested in aviation, and especially in air racing. I'm Tommy Sanders here with Marilyn Dash along with us all day today, and had a few thrills and spills today, Marilyn, but or through the week, I should say. Today we're looking for almost perfect conditions.
We have perfect conditions this morning, that's for sure. The wind has died down, and we have blue skies for the first time this week.
Jets going 500 miles an hour, 50 feet above the ground. We'll be pushing all the envelopes for speed, for maneuverability, for strategic and tactical planning and execution here today. Again, these are the best in the world, the most fascinating, absolutely engaging airplanes you will see anywhere. And we're just about to get it started because this is Championship Day. This is where the golds and silvers will be handed out, and all our classes will crown their national champions.
Right, and everyone who wins today gets a STIHL chainsaw.
How about that?
Isn't that awesome?
All right. You were holding that back.
They get a trophy, but they also get a STIHL chainsaw.
All right, Formula One, silver. This is the second tier of silver, and we're about to give that trophy out in just a few minutes when we get this race underway. We've got 8 planes qualified to go today, and it should be fast and furious, Marilyn.
You betcha. This is Justin Phillipson in sleeper, number 81, and he's our pole sitter for this race. He's also racing in the gold in about an hour, so he's got a big morning ahead of him.
These planes are compact, sleek. You wear them as much as you climb into them and strap in.
So this race is starts on the runway, and it's called a horse race start or a modified horse race start. So you have 8 airplanes on the runway in a 3-2-3 configuration. It's a 3.5-mile course. They all take off when the flag drops, and we'll be showing you the flags. We go past home pylon and all head for pylon 1 at the same time. 6 pylons, oval, and it all will shake out in a little bit. That minimum altitude, 50 feet. Maximum altitude, 250 feet. It's basically racing in a donut. Green flag is up. And it's a race. So let's see, we're going to see who accelerates first. It looks like Justin is first off the line. And I said before, Senegal is a little bit slower to get off the runway because of his propeller, but he gains it in the air.
Justin Phillipson moving out pretty nicely here on the ground. That's a component of this race.
Absolutely. And you can see Pooter is a really challenging last lap player as well.
All right, we are underway and starting to get in the air here. This is for the silver trophy. Look at that good lead for Justin Phillipson, race 81.
Headed for pylon 1. Hot on his trail, we've got Pooter and Steve Senegal in Endeavor. Right now, those are the top 3. So it looks like Justin Phillipson, Steve Senegal, and Pooter.
First pylon. Toward the middle of the racetrack there.
You listen to that as it goes by the pylon microphones.
Justin Phillipson, and pretty soon you'll see who's right on his tail there with the white wings and the red airplane. That is Steve Senegal closing.
This is going to be an exciting race between these two, but I do believe that Steve Senegal will have it. Coming around pylon
now,
6.
big move in progress right now for Steve Senegal. Check this out as they go past the start-finish pylon, and there he is, Steve Senegal. Didn't take him long, Marilyn.
Green flag, start of the race. Lap 1. He qualified 20 miles an hour faster than Justin Phillipson, and that's why I was so sure that he would have it. This is definitely his race.
You heard the story behind Steve Senegal. Had to drop down in class because of a DNS the previous day, and has a chance, if everything works out properly, to move back up into the A class.
Right, he has a huge lead already. He's pulling ahead. He may be lapping the the back of the pack here in the next lap.
6 times the champion here, Steve Senegal. He's got a long way to go to add a 7th, but he's taken the necessary steps here in this Formula One silver race.
Tenacity. Here comes Justin Phillipson in our 2nd place racer, coming by home pylon. Okay, back up to Steve Senegal. Very identifiable body. It's the only one like it in the world. It's a one-off design built by Mike Arnold and David Hoover.
Steve Senegal moving on out. Absent Steve Senegal, this would be Justin Phillipson's race.
Yes.
I mean, completely in control, but things have changed. The circumstances have certainly changed the outlook for this race.
Steve Senegal is absolutely running away with this race. He's just about to lap the slower players in this race. He's coming by home pylon once again. And now he's going to have to struggle to get by some of the other slab wings. His goal is to go high and just keep them in sight as he passes the lapping traffic. Listen to that.
Boy, everybody's being passed at a high rate of speed. Who was that guy? That guy was Steve Senegal.
He just has to be careful not to go above the 250 mark as well, because he could get DQ'd for high flight.
Above 250, below 50, you get penalized for both directions.
He's coming around pylon 1 again. He's already lapped Scott Holm and looks like Sonic Boom. Where do we have him now? Yeah, he just got by, or he's getting by. There's on top there is Lionel Mogul, who we missed on the first round because he was out of order. And then that's last lap player, low and tight on the pylons. That's Richard Zato.
Right behind him, our leader, Steve Senegal. He's got them in their sights now. He's got to get past these planes. There he comes.
Beautiful aircraft. I love that plane. And it's fast. He's coming up to pass Kent Jackson, Jet Law, pylon 1. Staying high and out of everybody's way.
Just a masterful performance by one of the perennial top racers in this field, Formula One. Here's Steve Senegal, already on lap 5.
He's coming down the biplane Formula One Valley of Speed, the backside of the course. He's headed over to 4, 5, and 6. He's got additional lapping traffic. Gonna add a little bit more complexity. He's probably on the radio saying, I'm coming on, I'm coming behind you, and just hold your line.
He was staying above the fray, dropping down a little bit. Would like to add a little more speed. Why not? I mean, that's why we're here in Reno.
Right, he's passing Hysteria, and he's passing Outlaw right there. Excellent job. He's doing exactly what he needs to do to win this race.
So much speed at his disposal with this incredible airplane. Steve Senegal just putting on a clinic here.
Just a terrible situation that he had to start in the back in the silver when he should really be in the gold. Coming around the 4, 5, and 6 on the west side of the course. Headed for the home pylon again.
Here he comes right in front of our STIHL start-finish pylon. Crowd getting an eyeful here today. First race of the day. The STIHL National Championship Air Race's final day, championship day.
These guys always put on a show. It's always competitive. We're looking at Lionel passing Scott Holm in Outlaw. Lionel Mogul.
One of our 3 international pilots in the field here for this one race.
Right, this is the classical international Formula One.
Fastest throwing segment out here, at least over the past couple of years. It had gone down in numbers, and now they've got more planes that they can actually enter in the races here.
White flag lap. Here comes Steve.
One more lap for Steve Senegal, totally in control, just connect the dots and finish that last lap, and he will stand atop this field.
He's got 3 more pylons to go, and then he's going to get his checkered flag, and our first checkered flag of this year for a gold or for a silver race. Coming again, west side of the course, 4, 5, and 6. Staying up and out of the fray.
Steve Senegal didn't take long to knock out that last lap, the 8 of 8 laps, and your champion in silver, Formula One, Steve Senegal.
Second place is Justin Phillipson in sleeper number 81. And we may end up seeing both of them in the next race. It says Justin Phillipson will be racing his other aircraft, no strings.
Oh, that's right, that's right.
Here comes Richard Zeddo and Lionel Mogul. So it is Steve Senegal, Justin Phillipson, Richard Zeddo, and then I'm going to say Leo Mogul, and then not sure if that was lap traffic or not.
Was that? Yeah, it might have been once more.
And there's Pooter. I love the paint job on this. It's painted to mimic a Stearman, World War II trainer.
Ah, a little bit of history in that.
5 downwind of beam. Base 1, base good.
Beautifully done. That was a great race for the start of the final day.
Formula One silver, Formula One, very agile, tiny airplanes here.
This is our start. You can see once again how Justin Phillipson really brought it off the ground first. He held that lead for almost half a lap.
You got to wonder, when these guys see that Steve Senegal is dropping back in, it's got to be like, oh man, come on.
Yeah, I thought he was going to start on the back row, and that's why there was some confusion for us, but works out great. It ended the way it was going to end anyway, let's just say that.
Absolutely. And again, things can work out possibly for Steve Senegal to move up and race later today in gold. Is that right?
Absolutely. There's if someone else drops out of the gold race, he will be able to bump up. So when the golds start going, he will have his engine ready to go, and if someone can't make it, he will take their spot.
Well, we'll be watching very closely at the start of that Formula One gold race to see if that actually takes place.
Yeah, and that starts in about 30 minutes, so don't move a muscle. Yeah, this is our winner, Steve Senegal out of Hayward, California, in Endeavor.
Starting to lap other racers within about 2 or 3 laps here. That's pretty impressive stuff.
So if you look at the body on this, we're going to see an aircraft in the next race called Phantom that has a very similar body style.
Yeah, our Formula One gold, we've got a biplane race and then Formula One gold will be right upon us here. Busy, busy Sunday in Reno. We are going to bring it all to you.
Watch him do this pass.
Wow.
So much
These are not slow airplanes he's going by either. I mean, this is just such an extraordinary setup here.
Yeah, each one of these racers probably qualified close to 200 miles an hour.
This is back live. Nope, that's still some race footage there.
That's his win.
There he is right now. Okay.
There he is. Got a lot of adrenaline going right now.
Oh yeah, he's sweating it out on that gold races right on the horizon.
Beautiful.
Right after our biplane race, which is coming up next. Biplane gold, as a matter of fact, and that'll be good stuff.
I'm downwind to beam, following 27.
Nicely done, Steve.
Unofficially, our winner. I don't see many challenges to that, but we cannot call it official just yet. But there he is, race 11. Steve Senegal, 6-time champion here in Formula One. Possibly finding a way to move closer to a 7th championship. 81, Justin Phillipson. Richard Zeddo, race 15 in 3rd place. Leo Mogul, 22. Kent Jackson, race 27. Joseph Clark in 6th place with race 58. Scott Holmes, race 9, 7th place. And Steve Temple, race 20.